I grew up in New York City where time waits for no one and everything is super fast. So when I graduated from graduate school, I immediately acted fast and accepted the first job that I was offered. I accepted the salary that I was offered. I accepted the schedule that I was offered. And I never asked any questions because I thought that if I didn't act fast, I would lose out on job opportunities. You see, I graduated in 2008 from graduate school when there was a hiring freeze, there was an economy crash, there were a lot of things happening, and people were in fear that they wouldn't be able to keep their jobs or get new jobs. So I said, honey, well, I better get this job now. I acted fast and I didn't trust the wait. And as a result, I spent the next 4 years hopping to 3 different schools, trying to find the right fit. Many of us operate in this way. We operate from a mindset of scarcity. In sales, there is psychological proof that if you use certain phrases, people will buy. I know you've heard these before. Act fast, limited time only, must purchase today, only available for the next 5 minutes, limited supply available. All of these things are scare tactics. They are tactics that are used to play on the scarcity mindset. And the scarcity mindset is one that is full of fear, full of lack, full of competition, full of I won't have enough, full of I have to tear this other person down so that I can be successful. That's really not the way that we were designed to live, but that is the way that the majority of us operate. We operate from lack. We operate from a place of fear. This is where the term FOMO, or fear of missing out, comes from. We worry that if we put our phone down, if we stop looking at social media, if we don't watch the news, we will miss out. We will lose out. But I want to offer a different perspective. And that is one of an abundance mindset, where things flow to you, where there are plenty of opportunities. And in the abundance mindset, there is this idea of waiting. Yes, I said it, waiting. Trusting your own intuition. Trusting that little voice inside of yourself that says, you know what, I'm not sure about this yet. You know what, I need to take time to think about this before I say yes. You know what, I need to ask more questions before I jump to conclusions. This comes from trusting the wait, trusting the process, trusting that there is a divine timing for everything. When you're a child, right, you make decisions that make you happy. You gravitate towards things because you feel that they are the right things. You know what your favorite ice cream flavor is. You know what your favorite color is. You know who you like, who your best friends are. That is trusting your intuition. The older that we get, we lose that sense of intuition. We lose that sense of trusting an inner voice, and we gravitate more towards feeling the fear and letting the fear control who we are. When you think about making decisions, it's often very, very challenging for us to say no. I remember there was that movie that came out recently. It was, well, not recently, but a while ago, and it was called Yes Man, right? Shonda Rhimes has a book that's called The Year of Yes. And yes is something that is seen as a power word. And I believe it truly is a power word. But on the other side, no can also be a very powerful word. No can be a way for you to carve out a path for the yes. No can be a way for you to make room for the better. I used to think that if I said no to people, they wouldn't like me anymore. They wouldn't want to be my friends anymore. They wouldn't want to talk to me anymore. They would think I'm disagreeing with them, and then it would result in conflict. So I didn't trust myself to say no, and I would end up saying yes. Or if I did say no to something, I would sit with that no, and I would let it ruminate and eat away at me and make me feel insecure about my decision. No is a super powerful word. No, when you hear no, you might think at first, oh my gosh, I got rejected. Oh my gosh, this person doesn't like me. Oh my gosh, I thought I was the perfect fit for this job, but I guess I'm not. And you think to yourself, damn, that sucks. All this hard work I did, and they told me no. I want to present no to you in a different way. When I hear the word no, I often think, okay, it means no, not right now. Or no, next opportunity is better. No, next relationship will be healthier. No, next job will be even more geared towards what you want to do in life. No makes room for the yeses. No makes room for the better fits. Each of us is uniquely designed for a specific purpose. And so if we say yes to everything, we may be blocking that specific purpose from coming through because we're too busy trying to say yes that we're not stopping and trusting the process and saying no to certain things. When I've trusted the wait, when I've allowed myself to take a pause and think carefully about something before I've made a decision, things have turned out a lot better for me. And even if maybe they haven't, I have learned so much about myself in the process that I am happy that I waited. Have you ever had a situation in your life where, someone was supposed to meet up with you and you weren't feeling well, and then you realized after that there was a reason you weren't supposed to meet up with that person, and then you get a phone call from the person that you haven't seen in a long time, and you end up meeting with that person instead, and you find that you reserve that energy so that you can meet up with the right person, right? Or you stayed home and you were able to have a conversation with your roommate or your partner or your significant other. That was a really necessary conversation for you to have. Everything happens in divine timing. We have to trust the process. We have to trust the wait. We have to trust that things are going to work out for us, that each of us has a uniquely designed life path. There are no wrong roads. There are no mistakes that you can make that take you off of your life path. Everything is part of it. But the more that we trust internally, the more that we listen to that inner voice, the better we can align with divine timing. So I urge you and I encourage you to trust the wait. Today, I want you to think about in your own life when you have trusted the wait and what the results have been. Then I want you to think about your current situation, your current life situation. Where are areas in your life where you may be trying to rush it? You may be trying to make it happen, where you need to slow down and trust the wait. Write that out and think about it. How can you step away for a moment and find more clarity? How can you take a pause and think about it a little bit more? You can change your life because you can trust yourself enough to listen to your inner voice and trust the wait. I hope you have an awesome, amazing, beautiful, inspiring day. Remember that it all starts with you. Enjoy this day. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.